Why is nobody talking about one of the reasons why the British hate the Igbos so much? Before the Nigerian Biafran War, there was the British-Igbo War that lasted for 31 years, which is known as the Ekumeku Resistance. The agreement of the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885 gave the European nations the right to claim African lands and its resources. Britain, who had engaged in trade with the coastal cities before, made bold their intentions to claim all African resources to themselves and rule over all indigenous nations in Africa. Many tribes resisted the British invaders. This led to so many wars. Many African tribes put up a great war against the British powers. One of such tribes were the Igbo people of ancient Biafra, who are now one of the three major tribes of Nigeria. The Ekumeku movement consisted of great number of attacks and uprisings by the Anoma people against the British from 1893 to 1914. The Ekumeku warriors were bonded by secret oaths. They utilized the guerrilla tactics to attack the British Royal Company, who were determined to penetrate Igbo land. The Ekumeku warriors were drawn from thousands of Anioma youths from all parts of Anioma land. As the war rages on, the Ekumeku warriors defended their rights to live peacefully without foreign interjection. While the British used heavy weapons, they destroyed homes, farms and roads with heavy bombardment and bombarded Onitsha on November 2nd, 1897. This set the tempo for the rest of the war. They fought the Anioma people of Ibusa in 1898. The battle was so severe in Onwa Okuzu 1904 that the commander of the British Army, Crawford, demanded for more arms from the British headquarters to crush the western Anioma communities. The people of Onwa again in 1906 engaged the British Army in gruesome battle that claimed the life of a British commander. Ogwashiku also faced the British Army 2nd November 1909 and made the British sustain a heavy blow. There were many casualties and deaths. The Ekumeku became a formidable force in the Igbo land and was a great source of nationalism for the Anioma people. It also served as a uniting cord that held together various towns which were independent on each other in the past. The Igbo were Republican people. Each town had a leadership that was drawn from its oldest men and families. The war would have lasted longer, possibly ended in a British defeat, if the Anioma people had equivalent firepower and had more allies from other great Igbo kingdoms and towns. But even at that point, other tribes were also facing the British armies on their own. After almost 20 years of battle, they decided to strike with a very great force, and in December 1902, they sent a powerful expenditure to Anioma Kingdom. Great number of towns were destroyed. Civilians and soldiers were killed. Their leaders arrested and imprisoned. After this, the British made sure that they had suppressed the Ekumeku military cult and that victory was theirs. The British officers boasted the Ekumeku and other secret societies have been completely crushed. To their greatest surprise, 2 years later, in 1904, the fearless Ekumeku rose again. The Igbos are proud and very strong people and they cannot go down easily. When Ekumeku started their renewed campaign, they changed tactics and abandoned the guerrilla warfare style of 1989 for individual defense of each town. The last battle began in 1909. There was a succession dispute in Ogwashiukwu. The British tried to remove the rightful king and enthrone someone else. One of the heirs to the throne, Nzekwe, the son of the last Obi, noticed the plot of the British against him and went on a war with them to fight for his inheritance. This was one of the many wars fought by the Igbos against the British even before the Biafra-Nigerian War.
You spoke well, my darling brother, King Eze. Some people do not understand what it means to have history. Some people tell you that they don't care about their history anymore, that all they care about is the future. But no matter what, you can never run away from the history. History keeps backing, and coming back. Do you understand it? So it is expected of you, as no matter anywhere you, as a Nigeria or as an Igbo, as a Yoruba, as an Hausa, to trace your origin, to know your own history, to know how this country come into existence as Nigeria. Before Nigeria as a country, there has been existence of Biafra as a nation. Same goes to Oduduwa. Same goes to Ariwa. Yes. So if this one Nigeria is no longer working, we can easily go our separate ways peacefully rather than fighting and killing millions of people's lives. We are wasting lives as if they are fowls, as if they are cows. All these lives being wasted day and day and nothing but human being. Anyway, my correct people, what is your opinion about what this King Eze said in this video? The guy explained so many things. He didn't talk about the Biafran War of 1967. He talked about the war that existed before that war that triggered Biafra as one of country with Nigeria. What is your opinion? Remember, there was northern southern protectorate. This was not included with Biafra. Well, my country people, forcing different nations to come together as one is really, really not good. It's really unbelievable. Look at what everybody is passing through at the moment. Nigeria is too big for one man to control as the president. It's too broad. Country with different culture, diversity in language, ethnicity, religion, and other things, different beliefs and different reasoning shouldn't come together to become one. Many other countries speak same language, but in our own we speak different languages, which is not proper. So it is high time we rise up to demand for what is our own right, to demand and seek for solution to end all this hardship once and for all in the name of one Nigeria. Meanwhile, Tinubu has been declared as one of CIA assets to UK that he should not be investigated regarding his drug abuse stuff. My country people, you see the type of problem we find ourselves into. Our so-called leaders are so useless in the sight of the American. They are so useless in the sight of the Britons. They are using them as their playboys, as their houseboys. Whereas you think and you claim that you're the president of a country, whereas you are a houseboy to another white man. Why do you value people of different colors for crying out loud? Why can't you value your own color? My country people, they say wahala e be like bicycle. Wetin una gat talk concerning this matter? Things e dey happen every day. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Please do well to subscribe. Subscription na free, my country people. Turn on the notification button so that you get notified of all latest Nigerian news. Please don't forget to share this video and stay tuned for more.